Those green highway signs, they're big. Not just big, but they're big enough so that your brain can read it and make a decision while you're moving. If you're an adult who thinks math is secretly kind of cool, this is for you. I see something ordinary and I get a little curious and I ask, can I do math with that? And today, it's highway signs. I've driven past these things my whole life without thinking much about them. But then I started wondering, who decided those letters should be that big? And how big is that? And is there actual math behind being able to read a sign before you fly past your exit? Because if there is, I want in on that. The basic idea is simple. The faster you're moving, the sooner you need to read. The sooner you need to read, the farther away the sign has to work. And the farther away the sign has to work, the bigger the letters need to be. That is the math problem. Let's say you are going 70 miles per hour. Let's convert that into feet per second. That would be about 103 feet per second. Now, I didn't do that in my head. I worked it out beforehand. So let's say you're driving along. Here's your car. And you see a sign up ahead. This is your exit sign. And you see it and can start to read it when you're 600 feet away. Does that give you a ton of time? No, but let's figure out how much you've got. 600 feet divided by the 103 feet per second is about 5.8 seconds. So you get about 6 seconds to be able to notice the sign, read it, and then realize that's your exit, and then make any decisions about lane changes if you need to do that. Is that enough time? Well, 600 happens to be the same length as 2 football fields put together end to end. Just watch this and see if that feels like that's enough time for you to decide. Okay, you're going to have to tell me if you think that's enough time to decide, because I'm the kind of person who gets in the lane that I need to be in when I have to make a lane change 200 miles from now. So, yeah, I'm not normal. So what if you can't read the sign at 600 feet? Here's the car. What if the sign, because the letters are smaller, you can't read it until you are 300 feet away? Well, let's do the math on that. So you're going to take the 300 feet divided by the 103, and we're going to get 2.9 seconds, so about 3 seconds. That's like half the time. So do you think that's enough time? That 300 feet is actually 1 football field. Let's run the timer again with 3 seconds on it and see if that feels like you've got enough time to decide. I don't know. With that one, it's pretty much I'm either in the lane I need to be in to make that exit like right now, or I'm just hoping there's another exit coming up soon. And here's the part that I love. A sign doesn't need to be pretty readable. It needs to be readable early enough. That larger letter size on a sign gives you about double the time, and you can see it about 2 football fields away. On a highway, double the time is enormous. But you don't need to climb up on a sign and measure it for yourself to answer the question we had, which is how tall are those? According to Texas, they're supposed to be 16 inches tall. I'm going to assume that's probably true for all of them. That's what's so interesting about this. A highway sign isn't just a label. It's a design problem working with constraints, speed, distance, and human reaction time. The sign isn't big because highway departments love giant rectangles. It's big because our eyes and brain need enough distance to do their jobs. So now I can't look at a highway sign without thinking, how many seconds is that sign buying me?